everyone. Welcome back to Snap, Clap and Learn. In our previous sessions, we have studied about the journey of numbers, how the numbers are small, how they become big, how we read them, how we write them. Today we will study about the types of numbers we need to deal with. Numbers are of 6 types. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers and Roman numbers. Rational numbers are also of 2 types, fractions and decimals. Let us see what are natural numbers. The numbers that start from 1, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, are called natural numbers. 0 is not a natural number. So the smallest natural number is 1. Next type of numbers is whole numbers. All natural numbers along with 0 form whole numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on are called whole numbers. The smallest whole number is 0. Now some things to be kept in mind. 0 is the only whole number which is not a natural number, and every natural number is a whole number. Another type of numbers are integers. What are integers? All the natural numbers along with 0, along with all the negative numbers. They all together form integers. For example, -3 is also an integer, 3 is also an integer, 0 is also integer. If we say -2, -5, -89, +4, +5, +63, all will be coming under integers. Other type of numbers are rational numbers. A rational number is a number that can be in the form p by q, where p and q both should be integers and q should not be equal to 0. Let us take some examples. If p is 1 and q is 1, then the rational number will be written as 1 by 1, which can be written as 1. If p is 3, q is 2, then the rational number will be 3 by 2, which can be written as 1.5. If p is 1, q is 100, then the rational number will be 1 by 100, which can be written as 0.01. If p is 523, q is 10, then the rational number will be 523 by 10, which can be written as 52.3. If p is 4, q is 0, then the rational number will be 4 by 0. Can we write q as 0? No. Q cannot be 0. So 4 by 0 will not be any rational number. So, any number that can be written in fraction form is a rational number. This will include integers, fractions, terminating and non-terminating decimals as well as repeating decimals also. Now let us see what are non-terminating decimals. As we can see, when we divide 1 by 11, we get the answer 0.09090909 and so on. Similarly, when we divide 1 by 7, we get the answer 0.142857, 42857, 142,857. These all are called non-terminating decimals. Non-terminating means they will never end. They will go on like that similarly and we will get the same digits again and again. These all are called rational numbers. Now let us see one more example of repeating decimals. Repeating decimal means that the decimal digit will be repeated again and again. For example, when we write a fraction 1 by 3, this means 1 divided by 3. So when we divide 1 by 3, we get the quotient 0.3333 and so on. So 3 digit will be repeated after the decimal point. Now this can be written as 0.3 with a bar above 3. So every rational number either terminates or repeats when written as a decimal. Let us have a recap and see how do we show these all type of numbers on the number line. First were the natural numbers. Natural numbers, as we saw, they start from 1. So on the number line, natural numbers will be shown starting from 1. It can be 1, 2, 3 or so on. Next type of numbers are whole numbers. Whole numbers are all natural numbers and 0. Integers. Integers include negative numbers, 0 as well as positive numbers. And then rational numbers. Rational numbers include negative numbers, 0, positive numbers and also in between these numbers, that is fractions or decimals. In a pictorial form, we can show all these numbers as all natural numbers plus 0 form whole numbers. Whole numbers plus negative numbers form integers. Integers plus fractions and decimals form rational numbers. And there are one more type of numbers which are very different from all these numbers. Those are called irrational numbers. And rational numbers plus irrational numbers are called real numbers. Let us talk about irrational numbers. Irrational, as the name suggests, it means which are not rational. An irrational number is a real number that cannot be written as a simple fraction. It can be approximately written as a decimal value because it never repeats, that is, it is a non-recurring, and it never terminates, that is, it is non-terminating also. It will not repeat, it will not terminate. Examples of irrational numbers can be square root of 8, square root of 1.6, square root of 2 by 5, or let us take a decimal number also, 0.303003003 and so on. You can see in this number, it is a non-recurring number. The same digits are not repeating and it is a non-terminating number also. We have talked about non-terminating and non-recurring numbers. Let us see the meaning of these. When we see the value of square root 2, it comes to 1.41421356230951 and so on. The value of square root 3 comes out to be 1.7320508007 and so on. We can see in both these numbers that no digit is repeated and it is not stopping at any moment. So these are called as non-terminating, non-recurring decimal numbers, which are also called as irrational numbers. Other examples of irrational numbers are square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7, square root of 8. But square root of 9 is a rational number because square root of 9 gives the answer 3. That is an integer. Let us see a very popular number, pi. Pi is calculated as the ratio of circumference of a circle by its diameter. In the rational form, it is written as 22 by 7. When we see its decimal form, the decimal value of pi comes to 3.1415926535897993 and so on. So this is an example of non-recurring, non-terminating number, that is an irrational number. Another type of numbers are Roman numbers. The Roman numerals originated in ancient Rome. In Roman numbers, we have different symbols or different alphabets for different numbers. For example, 1 is written as I, 5 is written as V, 10 as X, 50 as L, 100 as C, 500 as D, and 1000 is written as M in Roman numerals. 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, 1000. These we can write by these symbols. But what about the numbers which come in between them? How to write them in Roman numerals? There are some rules for writing the numbers in Roman numerals. First, if a symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. For example, if I is written 2 times, the number is 2. If X is written 2 times, the number is 20. The symbols V, L and D, they are never repeated. A symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. If a smaller symbol is written to the right of a symbol with greater value, then its value gets added to the value of the greater symbol. For example, VI. This means 5 plus 1. So the number is 6. XI. That means 10 plus 1. That is 11. If a smaller symbol is written to the left of a symbol with greater value, then its value is subtracted from the value of greater symbol. For example, IV. This means 5 minus 1, so the number is 4. IX, that is 10 minus 1, the number is 9. The symbols V, L and D are never written to the left of a symbol of greater value. That is, we can say that V, L and D are never subtracted. The symbol I can be subtracted from V and X only. The symbol X can be subtracted from L, M and C only. A symbol cannot be subtracted more than once from a particular symbol of greater value. This means we cannot repeat a symbol on the left side of a symbol. For example, 98 is written as XCVIII and not as IIC. In today's session, we have learnt about different types of numbers. Natural numbers are from 1 to infinity. Whole numbers are from 0 to infinity. Integers are negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Rational numbers include fractions and decimals. Irrational numbers are non-recurring and non-terminating decimal numbers. Roman numbers and the rules that are required to write them. Now, time for mental work. Are all natural numbers whole numbers? How can we show -2 on the number line? 0.545432543 is a rational or an irrational number. Write your age in Roman numbers. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. You know how to subscribe. Let's learn more interesting things in our next session. Types of whole numbers.